hopefully get.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of 302 Sports Weekly Live here from the Buffalo Wild Wings Christiana location. I'm here tonight, Patrick Arians. Alongside me tonight, Mike Lang. Nick Alcitrini suffering from sickness. We got Mike filling in.
No, Nick's watching. Nick, get well soon. Like tonight, it'd be nice.
Absolutely.
I gotta move my phone. Hang on.
But yeah, you better get that out.
Get that out of here.
But yeah, it'll be great. Mike will be on here throughout the night, and we want to also welcome in our panelists here, Jason Winchell, Benny Mitchell. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing well.
Doing great. Weather's getting a little cold at the beach. I had to drop to sweatpants and flip-flops that my son hates. But it's like my legs are saying, baby, it's cold outside, but my feet are saying, how do I stick my toes in the sand if I have socks on? So I'm rocking it.
Hey, you can't argue with the logic, and Benny, it's a good look on you.
It is.
Trey, nothing wrong with that look, man.
You're the only man probably who can pull that one off.
I'm rocking it, baby.
But tonight we got ourselves an action-packed show. We're joined here by the Newark football team as well as the St. Mark's football team in preparation for their game of the week coming Friday night. We'll also look at some other big football games this week, as well as another pick segment to see how Benny is doing with his volleyball picks and the rest of us are doing trying to catch Jay, who's the lead dog right now. We'll name our Buffalo Wild Wings Player of the Week and some top plays of the week as well. Of course, we always like to start the show off with our games of the week from last week. And we're going to start this one, Benny Mitchell, with your Henlopen game of the week. That was Archmere and Woodbridge.
Battle of the unbeatens. This was a tough for both teams to mentally prepare for a night that was about Troy Haynes. But Archmere starts it off with an onside kick that Woodbridge recovers.
Onside kick.
And then on the last play of the first quarter, force facing a third down, Dalton Purdue takes the bootleg, goes around and races to the corner, takes the hit, stays on his feet for an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders were up 7-0.
Touchdown, Dalton Purdue.
Then midway through the second quarter, Jaquan Massey, he takes the toss, follows his blocks, and then look at the cutback here, gone. Not going to catch that young man. 70-yard, 8-yard TD run.
Massey down the
Massey gets to the back of the end zone, looks to the heavens to pay tribute to his friend, Troy Haynes.
Jaquan Massey.
Late third quarter, it's a toss left again, but this time it's Tyrese Cannon. Cut right, jump cut right, then off to the races. If Massey can go 78, I can go 79. Touchdown Woodbridge, and the Blue Raiders, they go up 20-0.
Down the
This is the
sideline
first
goes
game
Cannon.
that Woodbridge has run off long touchdown
Touchdown
runs.
Woodbridge when you need big yards and bunches.
Then heading into the
We'll be right back.
fourth quarter, it's the defense, or late third quarter, the defense decide they want to get involved in this game. Freshman Orman Sanders gets the big hand up there, taps the ball.
Oh no, it's a play.
Johnny on the spot,
No,
Michael
run the ball.
Plummer. He was our active pest solution pest of the
He's gonna
game,
go
picks it
pick
off,
six
and
into
takes
the
it
end
to the
zone.
house.
Touchdown.
4
Blue Raiders.
TDs
I think that
for number
was
4,
tipped.
Troy Haynes
It was
on the night.
tipped.
And the
Zero.
Bridge rolls to
But
5-0
take you
with a
out.
27-0 win. Jaquan Massey was our Louis Pizza player of the game. Second time this year.
How about that? Woodbridge getting a big-time win and a special moment, obviously, for that
Right.
program, honoring Troy and his life. So that was one game. The other game that we were going to take a look at here in Middletown was playing host to Caesar Rodney. It was a Friday night. Middletown looked to continue its home game regular season win streak, and Jay did a little stat finding. The last team to beat Middletown in the regular season was William Penn, September 18th, 2015. That was a 13-7 win for the Colonials. It's been 22 straight going into this one for Middletown. We're going to roll the tape and take a look here as Middletown welcomed back the quarterback, Braden Davis. Tremendous sophomore quarterback, came back from a wrist injury, and it started off here early. Timothy Butler taking the kick return, making a couple men miss, and going across midfield. The kicker ends up making the play on this one, which you gotta love. He does it for the brand. But with the Middletown started off with great field position, and who ended up being our Crown Trophy player of the game, Najee Smith, had himself a day in the first half, really carried the Cavaliers offense. That's his first touchdown. We fast forward into the second quarter. Very similar play, 30-plus yards. No one's catching that young man. If you don't hit him low early, he can make big plays happen, and he did that. 12-0. Cavaliers led at the half in what was a sloppy first half, really, for both teams. Caesar Rodney was bit by the turnover bug, and speaking of which, after a 15-yard penalty pushed his kickoff back, the Riders were going to be set up with good field position, but you can't lose the football like that. Unforced errors, and Middletown gets the ball back again. Braden Davis here. This is a big-time adjustment. That's a great move right there by Demetric Denson. They started taking the lower pass routes here and really picked apart that CR defense in the second half. 18-0 to score. Once again, here's Butler on the return. He was doing his thing in the return game. Makes a couple men miss, finds the gap. He's off to the races. One man to beat. Going to do a little cutback special here. He's at the 10-5 touchdown as Middletown really starts to pour it on here in the second half. This one would give them a 24-0 lead. A couple plays later, after another turnover, Braden Davis, that's his two-point conversion, finds his receiver there, Isaiah Griffin, for a TD. A little bit later, here it is. Again, Davis to Griffin, touchdown Middletown. 2 touchdown passes in the second half of Braden Davis as he came alive, coming back from that injury. The two-point conversion here is put in by Dominic Galvin. 34-0 Middletown on top through 3 quarters. We go into the fourth, and Najee Smith caps off the scoring in this one. 53 yards to the house. He ends the night 136 yards rushing and only 16 carries and 3 touchdowns. As we said, Crown Trophy player of the game. And Middletown picks up a huge win against Caesar Rodney, 40-0 in this one. Randy Mitchell, they're really cemented themselves when fully healthy as one of the most dangerous teams in the state.
Yeah, I think Middletown, their defense is locked down right now. And, like you said, it's mid-season. They're becoming healthy, and we'll see how injuries affect other teams down the stretch.
Absolutely. In that game, Mike, it was a sloppy first half for both teams. You saw Davis trying to work himself back into the game a little bit, throwing the football. That young man, really special.
Yeah, it's good to see. He's missed 3 or 4 weeks with an injury. Colby Chambers filled in pretty admirably for him. But hey, everybody wants to see Braden Davis play, and we got to see some running. But obviously, I was really impressed with that 2-point conversion, the accuracy with that one, and the job by the receiver to get it, stay and bounce. But you see the arm and what the college coaches are seeing, and we're pretty fortunate to be able to watch this guy week in, week out here in Delaware. So hey, only 2.5 more seasons of Braden Davis. That's a pretty special guy there.
That it is. So we're going to take our first commercial break of the night. When we come back, our first guest of a loaded show. We're going to be joined by Director of Athletic Training at Premier Physical Therapy, Mandy Minitola, after the break.
Did he say all right?
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.com.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports Weekly, live from Buffalo Wild Wings, Christiana. Right now we're going to go into one of our newer segments this year, the Premier PT Stretch segment, and we're joined here tonight by Director of Athletic Training for Premier, Mandy Minitola. Mandy, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. It's good to have you back on the show. So it looks like tonight we're going to focus on Premier Physical Therapy and the training that they provide for jockeys at Delaware Park. Can you tell me a little bit about what goes into that and what you guys do with them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a contract with Delaware Park here where we provide an athletic trainer on site. So the racing season for the jockeys, racing the horses, is about May till October, so it actually just ended. But we have an athletic trainer on site for every race day that they have, and she is there taking care of the jockeys, any sort of injuries, helping prevent injuries, helping them get ready to get on that horse, and then kind of keeping track of what happens to them during the race. Are they getting thrown off? Did they hit their head? Do they have any aches, pains? Do we need to send them to an ortho? Anything like that. So we are on top of all of the jockeys there.
That sounds amazing. So you talked about some injuries that you guys check and make sure to keep them prevented. What kind of injuries do you typically see in horse riding? It's not something that I know that I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, it's a very unique setting. Yes, it's not super common, but we see all types of things. Concussions is a big one. Just like concussions are big in most of our sports as it is very big with the jockeys. They are getting thrown off these horses. They are getting bucked by the horse while they're in the starting gates, and sometimes they can hit their heads. So concussions is a big one. There is, unfortunately, a lot of trauma incidents, so fractures and things where we have to transport them to the hospital. But also soft tissue injuries, sprains, strains, aches, muscle tightness, all different types of things that even just normal athletes can get.
So do other horse tracks around the country, do they get athletic training, or is this something that is unique to Delaware Park and with Premier?
Yeah, so very good question. It is very unique to Delaware Park here. So throughout the country, it's very inconsistent on what kind of medical coverage they have at tracks. There's not a mandated protocol there. So some tracks, some of them have athletic trainers, some have just EMTs or paramedics, some have doctors on site. So in the field of athletic training, it is definitely very unique, and it's a great setting for us. I mean, it again translates from the regular, high school, college, professional sports sports. They are professional athletes, so it really does translate well to what we do and being able to take care of them and help prevent any sort of injuries that they might have, and as well as anything that they do have going on. I mean, we're able to utilize our PT services in our clinics to help treat them, help get them better, use different types of modalities. So we are at the forefront of this. We're really excited to be a part of this type of sports medicine that's not necessarily very common.
So I hear that you're presenting at a big time international conference coming in Dubai of all places.
Yeah.
That's on the bucket list for me. I would Can you tell me a little bit about that and how exciting that is for you guys?
Yeah, so we're so excited. So next month we will be traveling to Dubai to present actually at the International Conference for the Health, Safety, and Welfare of Jockeys. So throughout the world, jockey safety is a big issue. It's a big concern. So there is going to be all types of physicians. I think we might actually be the only two athletic trainers, myself and Sam, who's there, will be there. So we're going to be surrounded by a lot of very big, well-known medical providers in the world. And we're going to be presenting about, what the role of an athletic trainer is, how great an athletic trainer is in this type of setting, and the different things that we're doing here at Delaware Park. In the United States, we're unfortunately a little bit behind the rest of the countries on safety and protocols, things like that. So we're working really hard to make sure that the United States is up to par, that we have the right concussion protocols or injury protocols and surveillance systems for injuries. So we're really excited. It's a big platform for us to be on, for athletic training, for Premier. So we're really excited to represent the United States over there in Dubai.
Absolutely. That sounds like quite the experience. Definitely we'll have to check in next time you guys are around and see how that went. Thanks once again, Mandy, for joining us here on 302 Sports Weekly. We'll do it here for our PT Stretch segment sponsored by Premier. When we come back, we're going to be joined by the Newark football team as our next guest will be coming in. Thanks once again, Mandy. We'll be back after the break.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Welcome back to Buffalo Wild Wings at Christiana location. Mike Lang and Pat Gary. We are joined by members of the St. Mark Spartans. And fellas, thanks for joining us. We love having guests. And we're joined by Coach Joe Wright, and we're going to have the players introduce themselves. Blake, why don't you start?
Blake Sanders, wide receiver, DB. I'm Nick Muzzy. I'm a strong safety and wide receiver.
Patrick Palm, tight end and linebacker.
Jack Palmer, left tackle, linebacker.
Coach.
We know Joe White, former Spartans quarterback himself. I'll start off here, Joe. This question for you guys. I know you guys won your first 3. Obviously, the things haven't gone your way the last 2 weeks. So what do you have you been emphasizing in practice, trying to turn things around for the Spartans?
The big thing for us is we just got to worry about ourselves, right? I mean, we watch film, we scout the opponent, we game plan against that, but we just have to worry about ourselves and concentrate on what we can control. So we preach that to the guys all day, at every practice, every game. Do what you can control. If everybody does their job, we should be successful.
Now, Blake, I'll open this up to you and the rest of you guys as players as well, because this relates to all of you. St. Mark's has got a really great football tradition. Obviously, your coach is part of it as well. What is it like to play for St. Mark's? And I didn't realize you guys coined the field, the graveyard. What's it like playing there every Friday night or Saturday?
It's a great experience. I've been playing there for 4 years, and it's like more than football. These guys became my brothers and my family, so it's just fun playing with these guys.
Anybody else? Absolutely. Coach, your team's been great with passing offense this year. You've really been able to get the job done through the air. What's been the key to the success with the air raid this year?
I mean, it all starts up front. I tell the guys, a lot of these guys may get a lot of credit and accolades and stuff like that, but it doesn't start. We don't have that success if 66 isn't blocking for us or our line up front isn't blocking for us. I mean, we tell the guys all the time, the wins and losses come from the trenches, right? And I think that's where you win football games. It starts in the trenches. But we have a great group of skilled guys. 3 of them are sitting right here for us. We've been successful breaking in a new quarterback and moving some guys around to different spots. I think sort of keeping it simple has helped us out a little bit. But also, when you got playmakers, you got to find ways to get them the ball. So we get them the ball and let them do what they do.
Yeah, Pat, you mentioned the throwing game. Jack Frankie is the quarterback and his first year quarterback, Joe, if I'm not mistaken. Also, a really good running game with Jeremiah Moore and Zion Glover. So you got some weapons on there. I want to ask Patrick, this question's for you. What do you guys? I know they're sitting back there. Have you had a chance to see Newark at all? And what is the key to playing the Yellow Jackets?
For us, we've seen a lot of Newark, watched a lot of film. The big thing for us is just capitalizing on big plays, taking those opportunities, making really smart decisions, and taking those smart decisions and building them into really big opportunities.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, obviously Newark, the program's kind of turned the page. Coach Jody Russell is kind of taken over. As a coach, what have you seen in the film sessions as far as the difference in Newark from the previous years?
So they were once a traditional powerhouse, and I think they got the right guy at the helm to bring them back. He's a great coach. He's been doing this for a long time. Got nothing but respect for him and his staff over there and the kids that are playing for him. But you can tell they want to play for him. Right? They're not going to give up. They're going to fight for him. And he's building a program. And you got to start somewhere. So he's the right man for the job. And again, we got nothing but respect for him. And I think he's going to lead them to relevance again.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm sorry, Pat. I know Jack back there is trying to escape the lineman, but we're going to ask him.
Yeah.
Your coach, Joe Wright, mentioned the line, and it all starts with the line. We mentioned the skill players. Talk a little bit about the guys with those big numbers in the 60s and 50s. But it's talk about your line play this year.
All of our linemen, they know what they're doing. They're good in technique. They just work hard every single day in practice. They know what they're doing. Rely on every single play.
Now, each of you guys you play both sides of the ball, right? You practice on either side. And I know this is tough, and maybe you don't want to answer it, but do you have a favorite side of the ball each year as far as where you enjoy playing more often?
Offense.
Okay.
I'm more of a defense type of guy. There's just more energy, especially at practice and during the games. Just going out, making a big hit, to me, is definitely better than scoring a touchdown or something like that. Getting a forced fumble, interception.
Absolutely.
It's definitely a better feeling than scoring a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually on the same side as Mosey. I love offense. It's fun to play. But on defense, it's just a different kind of energy. Getting that opportunity to, after playing offense, getting to deliver the blow to somebody else and really getting to make a statement and set the tone for a game. So I like defense the best.
I like defense better. Just love hitting people and love making plays out there.
I like touchdowns.
So I know Pat and Nick mentioned defense. I was down at St. Mark's last week. They had the 50th anniversary of the first day of school, and Muzzy was doing great in a water balloon toss, and you could really see the defense. You can see the baseball player coming out, Nick, in that water balloon toss. I'm not sure. Did you win, Nick, or was
No, I dropped it. I think I was with Aiden Locks back there.
Aiden was with you? I think that may have been the issue.
It popped. I tried catching it, it popped. I got brick hands.
Well, here's another one. This is for all four of you. We're gonna Nick, you play baseball, so you're used to this. But if you guys had a walk-up song or a warm-up song, what would it be?
Yeah,
we're gonna start with we'll start with Patrick.
What's in the AirPods pregame, fellas?
Wait, a warm-up song. I'm gonna have to pass this one to Blake. Blake does the music.
Oh, definitely. Eye of the Tiger.
Okay.
There you go.
Eye of the Tiger.
Ace.
Anybody else?
Next, Jack, you an answer? Yeah, but the line does not have a warm-up song, I guess, huh? No. Nick, how about you? Do you have one for baseball, Nick?
I don't know. Baseball is kind of like I don't really get hyped for baseball because you want to stay level. But like during a football game, I like to listen to like some kind of music that makes me want to like run through a wall or something. Usually like rap or something like that.
A little
Meek
rap.
Mill.
Meek Mill.
Yeah, I listen to Meek Mill before games.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff
All right.
like that.
Meek Mill is definitely a staple of the St. Mark's pregame.
Yeah.
Nice. Coach, is there anything that you used to get juiced up to, or still do?
No. I mean, it's funny listening to the different music that we used to have at pregame compared to the guys now. Totally different ball game. But I mean, Blake made our playlist this year, and it's the edited version, so we're allowed to play it before the pregame, so it works out well for us.
Nice. Well, guys, thanks once again for joining us. Best of luck Friday night against Newark. Once
Pat
again,
won't be there, though, right?
I won't. Unfortunately, I got a wedding I got to attend. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'll be up
fellas.
in that press box with Senior Santa, so we'll be there Friday night for the game against Newark.
So, best of luck.
Mr. Santa.
Absolutely. Best of luck Friday night and the rest of the year, ladies and gentlemen. St. Mark's Spartans football program. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back, talk to the team who'll be playing Friday night, the Newark Yellow Jackets, after this.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through
for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image you envision, we create.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Buffalo Wild Wings, Christiana location for this week's 302 Sports Weekly. Thanks once again to the Spartans for coming on. Now we go to the team that they're going to be playing against, the Newark Yellow Jackets. We're going to welcome Coach Jody Russell and some of the Jackets themselves. Fellas, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Not a problem, fellas. Just go around, introduce yourself, tell either your position or maybe an interesting fact about yourself, whatever you want to share.
Jason Mitchell Dickerson, senior, safety, wide receiver.
Donald Burton, senior, O-line, D-line.
You got this. Alexander Villas, O-line, D-line, senior.
Malay Stallers Jr., quarterback, safety.
All right, fellas. So, Coach, we'll start with you. Thanks for joining us again this evening. Like we said, you're an alum. You're an alum of Newark, and you were at Tatnall for years, and now you're hopping over to Newark. Talk about the sense of pride that you have coaching at your alma mater, and that you're trying to bring back to the program.
It's a great thing for me to be back in Newark. Obviously a sense of pride for me. Playing under Butch Simpson, having an opportunity a couple weeks ago to name the football field after him. Really an amazing thing. Really great.
Jody, you guys are 2-3. And Newark's kind of building back up to, I'm sure where you are, that you'd like to get back to that point. But what have you seen from, not just from wins and loss standpoint, but from working with these guys every day? How hard are they working, and then what's the attitude been like for the Jackets?
Yeah, the reason why I took the job is these guys. They're tremendous kids, and they've worked really, really hard. And that's why week to week, it's not all about wins and losses, but I want to see these guys have success.
All right, fellas, we'll open it up to you guys. Playing with Coach Russell, obviously, like we've been talking about, the Newark tie that he has. What has it been like this season now, halfway through, the excitement of you guys having that chance to really build the program back up, potentially?
It's been great, honestly. He brought a new energy. He treats everybody the same. He doesn't treat anybody, different. He treats everybody equal. And I feel like it's a fresh start for the program. And that's all I got to say.
Jason, how about you? What's it been like for you?
Coach Russell, I feel like he brings a great energy to the field and to the team. He's always enthusiastic. Great energy every day. Like, we come to practice, loving to practice, being ready to practice, being ready to play every day.
Absolutely.
Now, for the other two guys, what do you guys see in the future for Newark football? And we'll talk a little bit about St. Mark's, but what do you see in the future? And we're going to pass that microphone on, and you guys can tell us how bright is the future for Newark?
I think this group of seniors, we're going to set the tone for like the following years of the freshmen, the sophomores, and juniors. We're just going to set the tone for them so they know how to win for their own.
Yeah, the future looks bright for Newark. Newark's going to be back sooner than y'all expected to be.
Absolutely. It's exciting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's exciting to see. Now, fellas, turning the page to Friday night, looking at your opponent. You're on the stage, Friday Night Lights, 302 Sports Game of the Week. What are some of the keys that you guys as players are looking forward to going into this game? I'll let each of you kind of answer.
we're looking forward to put some points on the board. I think we need to start off strong, start off fast, start off with a great big punch, a knockout punch, contain the outside run, contain some of their fast guys, stuff like that. Just try to slow the pace down and hopefully get the ball in our hands.
The biggest thing to me is just to dominate like how we did last week. We're not treating any team different than we treated the other ones, and we're just looking to move the ball down the field, score on a consistent level, and keep the ball out of their best players' hands because we respect them, but then also put the ball in our best players' hands and make them respect us.
Yeah, I just believe that we gotta be mentally ready to play, and we'll be perfectly fine. Focus up, be disciplined, and we're gonna win the game.
All right, Jody, and we didn't forget about you. Did you want to throw in, or we'll get you next time? Okay, Ron. Jody, class of '94, Newark, played under Butch Simpson. Do you remember playing? Did you play St. Mark's? You were both Division I teams at the time. Do you remember playing St. Mark's at all?
We actually played St. Mark's my sophomore year, but then junior and senior year we did not play them. It's always a hard-fought rivalry. Great coaching staff. They're always well coached. They're where they're supposed to be. They play hard. They're not going to beat themselves.
And I think this is the fifth consecutive year you guys have met up. Obviously new for you guys, or for you at least. But I think this is a five-year series right now, so you're pretty familiar with these guys. And
it's good. I mean, it's good. It's definitely a good rivalry. I mean, we're 4 miles apart or something like that up Kirkwood Highway. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
And now both Division II, so it's because the enrollment things and stuff. But yeah, it's only one time against the Spartans, huh?
That's it. Only one time in high school.
Now he's got to start as a coach, Pat.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, looking at it from the coach's perspective, going into this game Friday, what are some of the things you're looking at out of your guys up here, and some of the things with this matchup, some of that it presents?
Apparently, my guys are listening because they've got a lot of speed, good athletes that we have to try to corral. We have to play discipline because they are a disciplined football team and football program. So if we can do those things, we're going to be okay on Friday night.
Absolutely.
Hey, fellas, we were talking to Jody about his coach, Butch Simpson. He was in town earlier this year for the dedication of the field. Did he talk to the team at all, Jody, or the players that he talked to? Did you get a chance to talk to Coach Simpson and maybe pick anything up from him, or was he pretty quiet the whole time?
Well, Coach Simpson, I feel like he motivated us to just make our last year, especially for the seniors, make our last year count so that we're not seen as going down as people who just laid over. We're seen as people who fought every play, every game, every night. And that's really what I picked up.
Coach spoke to the team on Thursday night before his, before his game on Friday night. So he came in, talked to the guys, delivered his pregame speeches are second to none. Like if you could sit in the locker room and listen to that, man, there's goosebumps. I got goosebumps right now.
I can tell you, obviously, you carry those lessons that he taught you when you were in high school, and to play for Tubby Raymond as well. They're still with you today.
Absolutely. I mean, I was blessed to play for incredible coaches, and they basically instilled all this stuff in me, which I'm hoping to pass on to these guys. So you pay it forward. That's where we're at.
Maybe a couple coaches sitting here. You never know.
I'd love that. There's nothing more than when a guy comes back, because that means he had a great experience. I've had numerous guys coach under me that played for me, and it's like the ultimate tip of the cap to a coach when a guy comes back and wants to be part of it.
All right, so Friday night, 302 Sports, game of the week. You're going up against St. Mark's. What's in the ears pregame? We'll give you the same talk. You got one song that's going to make you perform at top notch. What is it?
This is new NBA YoungBoy song that I like to listen to. It's called Slime Mentality. I listen to it all day in school. I listen to it before a game or something like that.
All right, got slime mentality. All right.
I'm going to go the same thing as Big Don. I listen to the same thing. Great artist, get you pumped up.
You guys got a tune?
My go-to is Drake Behind Bars, his new freestyle that he had dropped recently. So yeah. I'll leave you listening to that.
Mine is probably a little bit more different from them. Mine is a little bit older. All Eyes on Me by Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
Coach,
that's your right?
These two guys with the glasses, they look more like students than football players. I can tell we got some smart guys, Jody, on this team, and
absolutely,
yeah, it should be a good game on Friday night. We're looking forward to it. 7 o'clock Friday night from the Graveyard.
There it is. So, guys, thanks once again, Coach, for coming on, joining us. Best of luck Friday night and the rest of the year. Thanks again to the Newark football team. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Benny Mitchell and Jason will join us, and we're going to recap the rest of high school sports right after this.
Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job. Paint Doctor, making house calls for your sick walls. Richard C. Edwards Jr., the owner of Paint Doctor, started it all in 2002. Paint Doctor prides itself on its personal yet professional approach to working with customers and holds itself to the highest standards with all projects. The Paint Doctor staff follows one main objective when performing our services. Customers and their homes are treated with the utmost respect. Our workmanship and quality of personnel is demanded at every step of the project. We treat your home as we would expect someone to treat ours. Preparation before painting is paramount. Just open the door and we will handle the rest. Paint Doctor also believes in a strong community involvement as well by supporting several local sporting teams, leagues, and schools. Paint Doctor services include interior and exterior painting as well as carpentry. Please visit our website at paintdoctorpainting.com for information or coupons to help with your next job.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks once again to our special guests here tonight, St. Mark's and Newark, as well as Mandy from Premier. And now we're going to jump in. We got our panelists back up here, Jason and Benny. Fellas, we're going to start off here, field hockey. And, you know, looking at this, guys, what really impressed you from last week? Mike and Jay, I know you guys have kind of, caught up with some things. So what kind of impressed you this week?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it was a team with 2 losses, but I'm going with the St. Elizabeth Vikings. I was at Brandywine on Monday. They lost to Brandywine. They lost to Concord. But their senior goalkeeper, Jasmine Winters, 55 saves in the 2 losses. I mean, she just is nonstop. She's on the ground and kicking and swinging the block and everything else. And I found out from the principal over there, Terry Taylor, also a National Honor Society student. Oh, wow. And I think president of student government over there. So getting it done in and out of the classroom. So Jasmine Winters is the one thing I was looking at this week.
I'm going Indian River, another impressive week for them. They're undefeated. Benny will talk about it later about that team, but right now undefeated with their big matchup coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely, and of course, to check out on our updates to our top 10, we do have a new team entering the top 10. You definitely want to check that out for Division 2, and there was some shakeups in the bottom half of Division 1. You can find them on the website a little later in the week, so check those out for sure. And now, guys, we're gonna transition over to boys soccer, and once again, all the rankings you can find online. Guys, what impressed you this week on the pitch?
I'm going to go Andrew Rosenbaum from Archbury. He had another hat trick last week, and then he scored both goals in their win over Wilmington Charter on Monday. He's had a fantastic season. I believe he had a 4 hat tricks already, and then a couple 2-goal games. So he's been really impressive so far. Probably the top player in the state, and Archbury remains unbeaten at 11-0.
Yeah, that's a great team. I'm going to go with another team in green, Tower Hill, unbeaten in their last 5. They started with a tie at Wilmington Friends. They had a three-game shutout streak that ended yesterday, but they won 4-1. They're 8-1-1 on the season, and so Tower Hill, 2 times in the last 2 state championships, they've been the runners-up, and they're right back there this year.
And of course, with the rankings there, Division I, there was some shakeups. A new team entered the top 10. Division II, however, did stand pat. So that is something to keep an eye on. And now we'll jump into volleyball here, guys. And once again, the top 10s you can find online. What impressed you this week in the world of volleyball?
I'm going to start with Delaware Military Academy. We had them yesterday on the match of the week against APCO, and they beat APCO, who was 6-2. They're 4-7. They had a match tonight at Ursuline, but all 7 losses come to teams ranked in our top 10. They've got, like I said, they beat APCO yesterday, but they have some really quality players. I want to point out too, Riley Sullivan and Allison Banks have been spectacular, and we're going to see some DMA later in the show. I call it the best 4-7 team in the state.
And I'm going to go Ashlyn DeLucia, Tatnall. She had an incredible week. 3 matches. Tatnall went 2-1. She had 17 kills and 15 digs against Padua in a loss. She also had great numbers against Rising Sun in a 5-set win. But what really impressed me was this stat line against Tower Hill. 13 kills, 13 aces, 13 digs.
And it was on a Friday? Was it on a Friday?
Yeah.
Friday the 13th? Yeah.
Game didn't start at 6:66, did it?
But I'll tell you what, I saw that stat line, I was like, I have to put her in for performance of the week.
Tremendous job there for her. And we saw on the website on Monday, we saw a Winchell Lang's way too early prediction show. Where did you have the top seeds the same, and were there any major differences with your two brackets?
Top seed is St. Mark's for both of us.
Okay.
And then Jason, we had some differences at the bottom, kind of.
Yeah,
some seeding differences, but
I have Cape Hen Open and Polytech in, and I believe Mike has Sussex Central, Mountain, and Cape, and my 2 out, and I have his 2 out. We do have some seeding differences throughout there, but not many major ones. I think I have Padua 6 and he has them 9th and stuff like that. So we got them pretty close.
And once again, the rankings for the volleyball is online. There is a new team that has entered the top 10, so you definitely want to check that out. And now we'll switch gears one last time here before the commercial break. Talk football. Let's get to the Gridiron here. And the top 10s. A new top 10 team in Division I football. Division II, no new teams, but a lot of jumbling around in Division II. Jason, Mike, actually, we look at it here, way too early brackets once again, this time football edition. Do you guys have the same seeds in Division I, Division II? Is there any differences in regards to that?
Football is a lot more clear-cut than the other sports because you know how to get what you need for bonus points and how many points you get for a Division I team and Division II. I think Division I is pretty clear right now. It's Hodgson and they have Howard this week. That's a Division II team. So and they play Slade this year, but they could run the table and they're right now they are clearly a Division I winner.
And listen to this, Pat. Right? There's 5 teams fighting for the last 2 playoff spots. Listen to these 5 teams. Slasiana, St. George's Tech, William Penn, Appaquiddick, and Sussex Tech all fighting for that 5th and 6th spot. That's how a couple weeks ago we said Sally's was fighting for the top spot.
Right.
After 2 losses, they're now down in that those teams fighting for the spots. Sally still has Hodgson, Middletown, St. Mark's. They have some tough games on the upcoming schedule, including a trip to St. George's next week. That could be a very important game as both teams hovering around that spot.
The thing with football is you can't really get serious until after week 7. when the bonus points start kicking in. When not so much you're winning, it's who you played starts winning, and that's when the pictures are really going to clear up. I still think Division II, just like every year, is going to come down to Week 10. Yeah, something's going to break, and it's going to come down to Week 10.
Well, Benny, we look downstate, and the talent has been down there. Last year, both state championships coming from Sussex County. Last week, you got to see Woodbridge really dominate an undefeated Archmere team. What impressed you about the Blue Raiders, who just seemed to plug and play guys down there?
I thought Woodbridge, I knew what they had coming back on offense. I knew they had playmakers. My question about Woodbridge coming in was, how was their defense going to respond? Man, have they respond.
Yeah.
They have just, their defense, some nights just plays lights out. And, Archmere, they were 50-50 pass and rushing yardage. They couldn't throw the ball against Woodbridge last week.
And Mike J, obviously the teams that we talked about here tonight, St. Mark's and Newark. St. Mark's looking to end a 2-game losing streak. What are some keys for the Spartans going into this one?
They're back to listen, so I got to. They had the lead against Archmere and they had a lead against Apple. They need to find a way to close these out. They got to keep on the gas when they're ahead and hold on to the ball. I mean, turnovers have been a bit of an issue. I don't think these guys would argue with me, but they got to find a way to close. I mean, you got to be, when you're sales, it's ABCs. It's always be closing.
That's true.
That's what they need to do. They need to close.
Absolutely. And Benny, you look at a game, Henlopen game of the week that you got coming up. Cape Henlopen traveling to Sussex Central. Break down what we should expect to see in that one.
I think going in, everybody says, Sussex Central is going to win this in a blowout, and maybe they might. But you got to look at this Cape team. It's a young team, only 9 seniors. But so far this year, they trailed St. George's 14-7 at the half. They trailed William Penn 13-6 at the half. They went up on Milford 21-0, the one game they've won, and then DMA 14-14 at half. They were winning. DMA scores and a penalty on the touchdown gives DMA the chance to go for 2. So this is a team that's just, again, learn how to, they haven't scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter. They haven't scored any points in the fourth quarter. So, it's a young team, but they have to play with the same intensity in the second half as they do in the first half. But this game, these schools are 15 miles apart. They're bordering districts. That means it's an old rivalry. It was a big-time rivalry in the 80s.
Yeah.
Still a little bit of rivalry, which brings emotion. Whichever team can channel that emotion and take it to the positive. 3 years ago, Cape didn't have a chance. They ended up knocking off Sussex Central 16-14. And sometimes that's what rivalry games do.
That's exactly right. Any other games that we should be looking forward to other than the ones that we've talked about, guys?
I'm going to the Apple St. George's game. Both teams are fighting for that, playoff spot right down there. This is a big head-to-head match. One thing I look at, Apple was just finished a 4-game homestand and only went 2-2 in it. St. George's had an impressive win at William Penn last week, but they got Sally's next week, so they can't be looking ahead. They have to get ready for the Appoquinimink team, and that's one thing Coach Wilson will preach to his team all week.
This is an easy one, Delmar Lake Forest. Delmar's backs are against the wall. They got undefeated Lake Forest this week. They end the season with undefeated Woodbridge. I don't know if 6-4 even gets Delmar in with their 2 Division I wins. They've got to win. If not both these games, they may have to beat Lake Forest and Woodbridge.
And the one I'm looking at is Archmere DMA. I think that's going to be a good test, a good gauge for both teams. My question: both teams are 4-1, by the way. Can anybody stop Devin Green? I mean, a year ago, can anybody stop Karan Ali? It's the same guy, a different guy in the same jersey. Number 1, right? And the name rhymes. You're right. How do you deal with that speed? We saw DMA against St. East Pat, and they just and I saw them earlier this year. They did so much speed on that team.
Yeah.
How does Archmere deal with it? And can they get that offense cranked up? They were shut out, like Benny mentioned, at Woodbridge, and we saw the 2 long running touchdowns from the bridge, and we know that DMA was watching that game, and so Archer's got questions on both sides of the ball, but I think that's going to be a good one. It's at the new place on Friday night, Frisco Field, and should be a good one.
Absolutely. So that'll do it here. We're going to take our last commercial break of the evening. When we come back, we got the pick segment, our top plays, and we'll reveal our B-Dubs Player of the Week. That'll be coming up here in about 60 seconds.
Home. Your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo Wild Wings are going to close the show out right here, and we're going to start it with our pick segment. We got to go back and see how last week's results were, and right now, after week 5, Jason and Nick are tied in the lead right now with 41.
My lead is gone.
How about that? Nick Alessandrini crawling up there. Mike,
and he's playing Jason's game, and this is Jason's game.
I know. It's unbelievable. Mike, you're in third place with 34. I'm right behind you with 33, and Benny's right behind both of us with 32. We're fighting it out for positioning back there while Nick and Jay are dominating, right?
It's the wrong position.
Absolutely. Now this week, Jay, you said there's some bonus points on the line. We got some top 10 picks coming up, so we're going to dive right into it. Start on the court, volleyball. Tatnall traveling to Friends. Both teams battling to host the independent tournament here. We'll start with Mr. Volleyball. Mr. Lang.
Oh, I thought Benny was. I thought Benny was assaulting the spike.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's Friends has won 3 of their last 4. The one loss is a 5-setter at Smyrna. It's usually the Quakers' time of the year. This time of the season, it's senior night. I'm taking the Quakers in Cinco.
Jason.
Yeah, this is a real tough one for me. Tatnall's on a roll too. They just beat a very good Rising Sun team, which I believe is a 4-point win right now. And they beat Tower Hill in 5. But with it being senior night, Quakers at home, winner probably wins the independent conference. I'm going Quakers in 5.
So the game's in Alapocas.
Yes.
If it's in Alapocas, I have to go with the Quakers in 5.
Absolutely. I'm going Quakers in 4, and so is Nick Alessandrini. So we'll see. A little bit of, it seems like a little bit of Price is Right is going on nowadays. They're trying to position for points. Yeah. Let's head to the Gridiron next. Key interdivision game between Votech Schools Howard visiting Hodson. Benny, the comeback starts now for you, my man.
Here we go. Big Newcastle County Votech School rivalry. This year, it's going to go to the boys from Newark. Hodson 42, Howard 21.
How about that, Jay? Who you got?
Yeah, I like Hodson at home on Blair Nichols' retirement jersey night.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a 4:00 game on a Friday. Hodson's used to playing at 10:30 on a Saturday morning. Does that affect them at all? No. I like Hodson in this one. I'm going to go 35-14.
Mike.
Yeah, I got nothing but respect for Dan Ritter.
Oh yeah,
Howard.
absolutely.
I think the guy does what he does down there is amazing with their practice fit situation. They won a state championship a couple years ago. That said, Silver Eagles 41-19.
I mean, they're going up against Hodson's one of the best teams in the state, if not the top team in the state. This is a buzzsaw game for Howard, and I hope you prove me wrong, fellas. I'm going to take the Silver Eagles, though, in this one. A little lower scoring than you're predicting, though. 35-20. Nick is taking Hodson as well, 42-21 in that one. So you know what that means. That means that Howard's probably going to go out there and win this game. So let's go back to Benny's favorite sport. Volleyball, yeah. Big non-conference match. Red Lion and Caravel. Jay, you're going to be batting leadoff here. How you getting on base?
Oh, wow. I had Caravel in my top 10 this week. Unfortunately, they just missed out on the 302 top 10. But they're right there. I think Red Lion will take a set for them, but I like Caravel in 4.
Mike, where are you going with this one?
Caravel's rolling. They're playing their best volleyball this season. Red Lion is playing their third match of the week, and they're still missing their big hitter, Caroline Capps. I like Red Lion, but it's going to be Caravel. I wrote wrong in my paper. I love Red Lion. It's going to be the Bucks in 4.
Benny, where you going?
I'm going. Got to go Caravel. 4 sets.
I'm going Caravel as well, but I'm going to say there's a spirited effort from Red Lion, right? They're both not too far away from each other in the same backyard. I say this game goes 5 sets, believe it or not. Caravel does pull it out in 5 sets.
Red Lion is one of my favorite teams in the state. I love those kids and I love watching them.
Nick A is going to go with Caravel in 4, he said. So here we go. Back to the Gridiron. Flight A battle. St. George's and Appo. Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, St. George's kind of been up and down all season, but Appo struggled to put points on the board. And I think the battle of the edges of Middletown is going to go to St. George's 31-17.
Benny.
A little bit of a neighborhood spat for the pick this week. I like it. I'm taking St. George's 28-14.
Who you got, Jay?
I'm also going St. George's. I think this is going to be a close game. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one where, this is a push to the playoffs. This is an important win for someone, important 6 points. I like St. George's 21-16.
Nick A's going St. George's. Of course, it's his former coach. He kind of has to, I feel like. 28-21. I'm going against the grain. I got to pick up points. I got to make up points. I'm believing in this Appo team. I think they come up with a big-time win, 22-14 in this one. And now to finish this one off, let's go to our wild card game, our self-pick. Jay, we'll start with you.
I'm going to go with 76ers Fieldhouse Saturday. Number 1, Slasianum. Number 2, Appo. Probably a preview of the state Division I state championship. I'm going with the Sows 3-1 over Appoquinimink. The Salesian team that gave St. Benedict's Prep all they could handle last week in a 2-1 loss.
Mike, who you got?
I'm going to stay on the pitch. Big Flight A battle tomorrow. Delcastle at William Penn, 3:45 here on Mason Road. And Penn is winless in their last 3. 2 losses were to Apple. Friends, 2 of the best teams in the state. They tied Dover. Cougars come off a win over a very good Newark team. I'm going with the home team, Colonials. Same score as Jay, though, 3-1. William Penn.
Benny, I hear you're going. I hear.
This
you got
is where I make my move.
Okay, you got to do it.
This is where I make my move. I'm passing people this week. I feel it. I'm going big here. All right. I'm going field hockey. Yes, I said field hockey.
Nice.
Battle of the Unbeatens, possibly for the Henlopen Conference Southern Division title at Rouleau Stadium in the Turf Bowl. 10-0 Delmar versus 10-0. Say what? Indian River.
Okay.
Indian River 10-0. Delmar's last loss, October 22nd, 2016.
It's insane to think about.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years. The Wildcats are on a 53-game win streak. Make it 54 on the carpet. Delmar wins 6-0.
Okay.
And talk about that's because it's 1 versus 3. That's 5 bonus points if he nails that pick. So you can see Benny in the lead this next week.
I'll be calling Coach Holloman. Got to put 6 on the board. Got to put 6
stop.
on the board.
That's it.
Stop. Yeah.
Nick Alessandrini, he's going to stay with his alma mater, St. Mark's High School, getting a 3-1 volleyball win over the Force of Charter. He says hashtag Savannah Siemens MVP.
Oh, I totally agree with him on that one. That's a no-brainer, Nick.
That's hashtag player of the year.
Yep.
And I'm going to stick with my alma mater. The St. E's Vikings football program is on a bit of a skid right now. They've lost 4 in a row. I think they end the skid, pick up win number 2 on the year, up against Tatnall. 28-12, I think they get a win over the Hornets there.
They should have put the horns on the helmet. That's the curse. They should have put the Viking horns on the helmet, I'm telling you.
So before we get into our top plays, we got to talk about our B-Dubs Player of the Week. And thanks once again to the athletic directors who send us in nominations for this week. Remember, ADs, each week send in the nominations for the B-Dubs Player of the Week, and we will get that voted on and keep it coming. It's been pretty fresh so far this year. The winner this week is Marquise Gillis from Milford High School. 16 carries, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns
in the big time 30-27 upset over Dover. So congratulations to Marquise there. So now we'll move in to our top plays of the week. Mike, will you join me for this one?
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet, so this is gonna be a surprise for me.
So,
Oh, top play!
There we go. How about that one? That's it right there.
Oh, Pat, maybe you could describe this play.
This is me, man. This is me getting engaged right there.
Congratulations,
That's it.
Pat.
Yep. Thank you.
So when is a good day? You have a time?
Thanks so much.
Is that in Sussex County? Is that a cornfield behind
That's a cornfield. That is in Elkton, Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's at the Milburn Orchards.
When's the blessed event?
Yeah, we're June 14th, 2020. That's when we're locked. That's the date. It's locked in. We're ready to rock and roll.
Man,
Thanks for
Hey,
that, Nick. And very excited. Very excited about it.
All right, Pat, so I said, I have not seen these top plays yet, so here we go.
Yeah, as a former quarterback, we don't usually like to take knees, but I had to do one there. That's for sure. But here we go. Top 10 plays. Mike, how about you start us off?
All right, this is Allison Banks from DMA from last night, I believe, right, Nick? Yes, it is. Last night, Appo and DMA. Here's Banks. Oh, we're going to get in here. That's number 9 over there on your left. Here you go, right here. Boom! Blocked by Allison Banks, number 9. DMA with the upset. 3-2 over Appo.
Well done. It's a great play there. Moving on, number 9, Alyssa White. Watch this kill here, Mike, from Appo. It's the same match. We're getting this ball moving. Watch this. Boom! Putting dents in that brand new floor.
Yeah, that's Jeremy John back there going, I got to dust the corner. Here we go. Najee Smith, Middletown, runs for 52 yards. We may have seen this earlier, but we're going to watch it again. Here you go, Smith. I believe he's a senior this year, right, Benny?
He is.
He is, and then here he goes down the left side, and CR. They're just going to chase him into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavs, and they rolled over the Riders.
Young man just reminds me of Darren Sproles a little bit. He really does. Number 7, Kaylee Longoria, diving dig here for the Seahawks of DMA. You know, you got to get some floor burns, and why not? She wears that big knee brace and pad on that one, and there's another one.
Oh, another one.
Gotta love players with grit.
And they got the point. Here we go.
Can't be
Demetrius
afraid.
Denson, another Middletown play. Nasty move here. Here you go. Braden Davis out to Denson. Gets around one defender, and then he says, I see you, end zone. Touchdown. Cavaliers. Cowbells.
Here's Maddie Lewis, 5-set ace winner. We know her daddy's the baseball coach over there. Puts it in there where they're not. Puts it right in there for the ace. That's great. That's a great time.
That was a match winner right there.
Great shot. Fantastic shot.
All right, no problems to cameraman. Jaquan Massey, 72 yards for the bridge. And this was not even the longest run of the game, but here we go.
Watch this cut.
Cuts left, or cuts right, and he's on his way.
Check your ankles, folks.
He's up toward 896 right about now. Oh, wrong school. That was Woodbridge.
Tyrese Cannon.
I saw blue. I saw Woodbridge.
And look, Benny said, if you can do that, Massey, I can do one better. The big fella gets a chug-a-lug, and look at that move. Are you kidding me? Turns on the Jets. That 50, that 40, that 30.
That's a big boy.
He's gone. Good luck catching him. Touchdown, Woodbridge. Winning it in Troy Haynes' honor.
All right, number 2, Michael Plummer. More Woodbridge. Blue Raiders, this is your week. Tom Carney back to pass. Ball's tipped. And Johnny on the spot's going to take it for the pick 6.
Get those big mitts up there, right, Mike?
You got to get them. Tip drill. We all ran with football practice.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
And the number 1 play of the week, Timothy Butler taking the punt to the house.
We got the Spartans back here watching their old teammate.
I'll tell you what, he's former Spartan, former Viking at St. E's.
He's made the tour.
He's found a home at Middletown, and he's going to make a cut here at about the 20-yard line. That's going to leave the punter in the dust. Look at the safety man. Whoop! Good luck catching him. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
He did catch it just a yard too late, so there you go.
They rolled it.
Top plays.
The ref almost made the tackle there. The ref almost didn't get out
He
of the way
almost
in
did.
time.
He did. 40-0. Middletown getting that big time win. So, fellas, we'll close this one out with a quick final thought. We'll go around the table. Start with you, Jay.
Yeah, this is getting the exciting time of the season. Volleyball is going to be coming to an end soon. Football, they're halfway through the season. Now it starts getting to the playoffs. So it's good time of the year to go out and watch these teams play and cheer on your school.
Absolutely. Benny, you got one?
Yeah, I want to thank and shout out to the Archmere football team and families and coaches. They were in just as tough a spot last Friday night, having to come down to Woodbridge. And the class that they showed from the minute they walked into the stadium to the time they left was remarkable. You know, they linked arms during the national anthem. There was some big hits in the game both ways, picking people up off the field. And I just want to, let people know how the class at Archmere and Woodbridge played a tough, hard-hitting, undefeated game.
Mike?
Yeah, I want to talk about a young lady who I wrote a story about a little while ago. Her name's Rena Robinson. She plays volleyball for St. Elizabeth's, and Rena was diagnosed with cancer a year ago and missed most of the season. We had her on our match of the week against Cape Henlope, and I believe the next day she missed school. She had to go to the doctor and get checked, and her scans came back clear. So that's great news for Rena and her family, and they're going to be having a fundraiser to raise money for some of the organizations to help them out. So it's I forget that it's Rena's something. I'll have to get the name out of there. Yeah. But congratulations and good news for Rena, and continued good health for her. I mean, cancer sucks, as we all found out. So there's some good news there.
Absolutely. And for my final thought, obviously we got the big games coming up this weekend. You guys got to definitely check that out. But next weekend we have a voter's choice for our 302 Sports football game of the week. So definitely keep a lookout on the website as well as our social media. Vote on that game. If you got a write-in submission, you want us to come broadcast your game, write to us. Get some votes going. All kind of campaigns via social media or whatever are welcome. We want to see you guys get involved with this. That goes for you too, students. So get involved. Vote for our game of the week next week. So that'll do it for us here tonight. We will see you this weekend with our 302 Sports Games of the Week, and we'll see you next week as well. For Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Benny Mitchell, and Nick Halliday, I've been Patrick Arianes. We'll see you then.
But right now we're going to head right into your favorite part of the week, top plays on the special teams end. As you're going to see Steven Williams. He's going to return this kick, and another great angle here you see. He'll catch it off the scoop, and he's taken off right down the sideline. Nobody can catch him, makes two men miss. Kicker can't make the tackle, and he is gone. Steven Williams, kickoff return. He takes it all the way. Friends get the win.
So it's the quality cam here on the sideline. It's awesome to watch from this angle, to be honest with you. And watch, whoa, going up. He went to floor 12. He left the person there at floor 4.
Miss, catch that out. There it is, off the glass, the game winner. Unbelievable shot.
Crash the glass.
Late on the shot.
You might have seen this one before. Bang! Throws it right down the lane. Look at that quick elevation. Nobody barely got out of the way, Jay. They wanted no piece of it. And then here's a different angle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, did he get off?